courtyard then. Another original name here, fountain in the centre. It looks very different to Court Court, like a different palace really. That is King William's intention. This is how the entire palace would look if he had his way. And he's really trying to replicate the French Baroque style of, say, the Palace of Versailles of King Louis XIV. This is English Baroque, so perhaps not as grand, but we're actually looking at King William's apartments from the outside. The large rectangular windows running all the way along there. You can visit them, the King William's apartments up the King's staircase. And they're intentionally huge, large windows, because the King wants to see his garden. He loves gardening, as does Mary. It's a passion of theirs. And the formal garden area, the privy garden, which is just outside, and you're of course welcome to visit as well, set in 1702, the year of King William's death. It's sad actually, but he loved to look upon them. Now, I think the story of William and Mary, you don't already know, is a bit of a tragic love story, I understand, very sad. Because William is never meant to be our king at all. He's actually born in Holland, he was born in The Hague, 1650. He was going to follow his Orange family tradition, become a military leader of the Dutch Republic. He was an army man, the Dutch word there. But she married his first cousin Mary, and she was the daughter of James II of England, so she had a claim to the English throne of Stanley. And she could have taken the throne by herself as sole queen, but she refused it, because she was a quiet, subservient, goodly woman, and didn't want to rule over her husband in that way. So she requests that they are allowed to rule together, a joint monarchy. There's no consort. They're equal. William and Mary's names are always together. Although it seems that Mary takes a step back and just lets William take the reins here. Their marriage doesn't start off in a very good foot. He's 27 and she's 15, not too much of an age difference there. But he is not the most handsome man in the kingdom, for sure. He's about 5'6", about my height, but he has a hunchback, sadly, an unfortunate hunchback, and a very long, crooked nose, and an asthmatic cough that plagues him, quite a sickly fellow. And Mary, who is about 5'10" or 11" in height, is really tall and pale and dark eyes, dark hair, stunning, and so she famously cries for 2 days when she hears she has to marry him, and cries throughout the wedding ceremony itself. So I think it must have felt a bit responsible for having this weeping bride beside him. But they grow to love each other very much. Tragically, she's only here 6 years. She goes to Hampton Palace in 1694 and finds a gash in her arm. And that is a sign of hope, a fatal sign of hope. Great killer of the era, and it takes her life. And William's devastated. He never married again. He stopped work for 3 years before such a thing, and carries a lock of hair around his neck for the rest of his life. And the biggest shock of all, which he's never ever done, he gives up his mistress for her. Goodness me! Long-term mistress, Elizabeth Villiers. Quentin Betty was her nickname. It's rather unfortunate.
She didn't have to look at it.
But he gave her up because he loved Mary too much. But on that sort of a sad note, another one. If I ask you to look this way, and down the coaster, there's an exhibition to an act of the Grace and Favour apartments. The list is very temperamental. There are 86 steps to climb. The ceiling's a bit ghosty though, so rather nice. And down the spooky cloister there is the Chapel Royal and Elizabeth I Privy Kitchen, which is a coffee shop now, but used to be a private kitchen for Elizabeth the Queen. And there are toilets down here around the corner as well. Very useful to know that. But I understand that there is a tour beginning now of King Henry VIII back out of the Court Palace, which you are welcome to see right now, where it's come from. So I will leave you now to explore the palace as you will. Take lots of photos outside, none within the palace walls, I'm afraid. But outside in the courtyard is fine. And I will connect with you. Thank you for coming with me on my walk. And have a lovely